Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Going to do something a little different. Yes, I know I'm starting a few minutes early, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot live in living color. So if you if you're watching it now or watch it in another 5 or 6 minutes, and you see me in the middle of a AEW Dynamite recap, that's because I'm going to do the AEW Dynamite recap live, then stop, take a little pause, get my notes together, then hit the intro for tonight's spot show, then go straight into that. So it will be one live feed here. So I'm going to start with the AEW Dynamite recap. Then, like I said, take a pause and shoot or go into the intro for spot show and start doing the spot show live stream. So hopefully it works out great. Sounds good in my mind, but sometimes what works up here doesn't work in reality. So let's see what we do. Let's kick up the int. Let me get my dynamite notes. There we go. Guess I could have done that while I hit the intro right in 5, 4, 3. So yes, tonight's AEW Dynamite recap show is going to be shot live. We're going to record it, then um, go into Well, you'll figure it out. Anyway, let her rip. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome to tonight's doubleheader here. We had first part of the doubleheader here tonight is AEW Dynamite recap show. Yes, last night was Dynamite, had more build up to next week's Grand Slam, and now we got a 5th anniversary show to worry about too now. Oh, on top of that, they got pay per view coming up too, I think. So yeah, a lot of things going on at the Mohegan Arena in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. So let's get right to it. Like I said, this is live, so I'm going to be forgetting more than I have in my notes here. So anyway, starting things off, first match of the night is the Learning Tree. Chris Jericho going against Orange Cassidy, Bell Sounds, and we got Kyle O'Reilly with Mark Briscoe throwing hands with Brian Keith and Big Bill, as well as Cassidy and Jericho throwing hands, and the refs just standing there kind of look, looking, watching what's going on, as poked out and everything. Cassidy would get a 2 count after an orange punch early in the match, but that Jericho did counter, taking over a Hurricane into the walls of Jericho. They fought outside the ring, went through a table. Big Bill got involved, which uh, Jericho gladly took advantage of, but got a 2 count. Kyle O'Reilly came back out here. Diamond DDT from Cassidy only got a 2 count from him. Brian Keith and Mark Briscoe were fighting on the apron, and all of a sudden, the ref gives a shit. uh, so yeah, referee Aubrey, she's all worried about it. Again, Jericho trying to steal it again with a roll of coins. Cassidy would counter, takes out roll of coins, hits the orange punch with the rolling coins, getting the 1, 2, 3 on that. Fans seem kind of fans did dig it, but uh, it's it's their niche thing, and Jericho did okay. It wasn't a bad match. Um, it is what it is. All right, next match we have Hook going against JD Inc. Match pretty simple. Uh, Hook starts off with a clothesline, through some suplexes, crossface blows, red rum for the tap out win. Nothing more to say about that. Next match we had Serena Deeb and Mariah May going against Queen Aminata and Yuka Sasaki. Sakazaki. Did I pronounce that right? My Japanese is not good today. But hey, beginning the match, Queen and Yuka had things going their way. Mariah May pretty much didn't care to enter this match. She was too busy posing and kissing the belt and blowing kisses at everybody. So it's pretty much Serena Deeb against everybody. But Deeb would take over after hitting a rope trap dragon screw on Queen. Uh, then a little bit double team. Yuka would finally get in, hits German suplexes, which everybody hit everybody with a German suplex. Yuka dive outside the ring on everyone. Threw Serena back in the ring. Yuka hit the Magic Girl Splash for the 1, 2, and Mariah May hit Yuka with the belt. And holy crap, we got a disqualification win here. Uh, but he looked like he didn't want to call it, but he called it. Mariah May wound up whipping Yuka with the belt, giving her a kiss. And basically, that's going to be the big setup for the Yuka Sakazaki and Mariah May women's title match coming up next week. Let's see. After that, earlier night, uh, Street Profits did a little promo, say, hey, if you want a war with us, we'll make a war, blah, 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 blah. Well, the BCC comes out, mind their own business, and that's when Private Party did come out. Of course, Private Party is a uh, team or poor man's version of the Street Profits. I probably did call them Street Profits just then, didn't I? Not anyway. I did. Sorry about that. Anyway, Private Party decided to attack him. John Moxley didn't sell nothing for him. Um, Basically gave them a good beat down. Commander tried to uh, save, hits a dive on everybody, but they kind of no sold that too. Commander tried to dive again. Claudio gave him that big uppercut. Moxley, got in Isaiah's face and look, y'all been here since day one. And you're in the same spot as you came in. You're in the same spot for 5 years. Nobody cares. Uh, so he said, well, give you a little motivation here. Takes a hammer, breaks its hand, quote unquote. Darby Allin finally runs out to the ring. Isaiah's probably wishing, hey, you could have done that fucking earlier. But he didn't. Darby nailed Claudio with a skateboard. Got the face with John Moxley. Took a swing at Moxley with a skateboard. Uh, Moxley failed. Allin got on a microphone and said, hey, I'm going to win next week. Become the number one contender. Then come Wrestle Dream, which is the next pay per view. I'm going to be the next AEW World Champion. Let's see. Next up, we have the Beast Mordos against Ricochet. Ricochet trying to build up some wins here. Back and forth type stuff for a guy his size, Mortis. I give him credit. He flip flop and fly as well. Took over when Ricochet was going for a dive, hit him with a powerbomb on the apron. Ricochet would come back, win with a vertigo, which looks like a pretty cool finisher. Wish he did that in WWE, but don't know. Not really his call, but uh, don't know why he didn't use it. Looks like a pretty good finisher. Just my opinion, of course. Of course. All right. From there, we had Adam Page come out, and he's in his feels about hearing voices cheering for Swerve Strickland now, and then he hears the commentators cheering for Swerve Strickland, meaning Tony Schiavone. Kind of got in Schiavone's face, looked like he was going to smack him around, but he didn't. Jeff Jarrett music hits because nobody's going to help you unless their music hits. So Jeff Jarrett comes out, and they brawl for a little bit till security comes out, separates them. Uh, Jarrett vowed to whip his ass before his career is over with. And that brings us to the main event of the night. It is Will Ospreay, Kyle Fletcher, Kensuke Takeshita versus the Young Bucks and Kazuchika Okada. Decent match here. Everybody got their little stuff in the end. Okada planted, or got planted, excuse me, by Takeshita's Blue Thunder Bomb. Nicholas smashed Fletcher in the face with a face buster. Bucks tried to TK driver, but Kyle escaped that. Nailed Matthew with a twisting tombstone pile driver. 1, 2, got broken up by Nicholas. Fletcher and Ospreay used the Coriolis on Matthew, and Fletcher picked up the pinfall victory. And the Coriolis was the what do they call him? Shoot, the Aussie Open finishing move. So they got to nail it. Um, as far as what the Union, whatever that the Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher's finisher was, that same finisher, I really don't know. But other than that, and oh yeah, by the way, like I said, they got a fifth anniversary show coming up. Let's see. Oops. And of course, it's going to be live on TBS. Fans have been wanting this match. The fanboys have been wanting this match. The fanboys really wetting their pants, wanting to see this match. You would think that somebody would like, hey, maybe we should put this on paper. Nope, screw that. We got a fifth anniversary show coming up live on TBS. So 2 weeks from this Thursday, it's going to be for the International Championship. Will Ospreay going against Ricochet. So I'll have more to say about that later. But as far as this week's um, AEW Dynamite review, I said it pretty quickly. It's going to be a double header here, and I'm getting ready to do a spot show live stream. So hope you all check that out. Until next time, you folks have a good one and take it easy. Hey, here we go. Here's some before I start everything. Fix this back up. So this hard, editing on the fly thing. So high tech. Yes, I'm being sarcastic. So anyway, hit the intro.
What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling.
Wrestling is good.
Why do you do that?
Oh.
Why not?
It's fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald right here, your boy with a cornbread accent. And of course, you already know that if you catch the first part of the little double header here. I did a quick little AEW recap video, and I thought, oh, let's do this in live and a little living color. Probably turned out like crap, but can't win them all. And since I'm doing this on the fly here, I can look at the camera, kind of look at my notes too. Outside like that. Let me put the chat over so I can see the chats. Anyway, yes, this is Spot Show live stream with me, your boy with a cornbread accent, Ronald Ray, which I already said that. Appreciate everybody tuning in. If you're tuning in live, yes, join me in the chat, uh, make a comment, or just say hello. Do whatever you like. Also, that thumbs, you got a thumbs up button there. Click on that. That helps out. Also, be a champ and click on that subscribe button. Now, if you're not watching this live, you can always catch a replay, which, again, say something in the comments if you want to. Even if it's just a little hello, give me that thumbs up and be a champ if you're not subscribed yet, of course, and click on that subscribe button. It is all appreciated. Anyway, let me kind of stall a little bit, see if anybody joins me in the chat. Hopefully, according to YouTube and everything. So, um, so hopefully everything's still live. I mean, ooh, that's a good. Okay, we're good. Broadcast still going. Streaming still going. Just gotta make sure. According to my high tech equipment here, everything's still a go. So, anyway, yes, pretty good week for me so far. Got to be home this week. They're not going to need me until week after next. So next week I'll be home sweet home, my home sweet studio here, personal studio here, besides the little laptop and being flustered with that daily occurrence and everything else. Like I said, tomorrow's Friday, of course, payday Friday for some of us, for me, and a few others. So if it's tomorrow's your payday, congratulations. You're making it in life the best way you can. But yeah, so what else can I shoot the shit about? Like I said, stalling some time. So if anybody wants to join me in the chat before I get the show really getting started, ain't got a whole lot to talk about. I think I already made fun of Dynamite enough, but I'll make fun of Dynamite again. Joe King, what's up? What I miss? You didn't miss much. I did a quick AEW recap video live in a living color, but you can watch that once I repost it because I recorded it and did it live. I feel special now. I gotta keep. See, I need to learn how to do. But anyway, so yeah, you didn't miss much. Nothing you can't go back on. I kind of just started this. Um, kind of what do you call it? Uh, shooting the breeze a little bit, running my mouth, till people, giving people time again to chat. But yeah, it was very cool. So I've already made fun of AEW a little bit. Wasn't a bad show. It's just it's their niche thing, so I'm not too worried about it. There's one thing I really had to make fun of them about, but that's what I do. And go back and watch the Raw recap, I made fun of one little thing there. I questioned one little thing on Raw too. So ain't like I'm a WWE fanboy. WWE fanboy. This wants to make fun of AEW. AEW is the greatest promotion in the world. I'll say it again. I'm just a wrestling fan. I watch it all. uh, Go back and make get back on joke. Hey, if I can sit there and watch a whole exposing the business blade, AIDS infested blade, and AIDS infested needles matches, trust me, AEW's 10 times better than that. Let's see. Don't watch current stuff as much until who comes back. I wish I had this little art, whatever. Move this thing until he comes back. Who's he? He who remains unnamed. I know he wants to come back. Goldberg or John Cena. Dun 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 dun. I got some John Cena news later on. So anyway, let's talk about a little bit of news. First thing up, let's see. It is official now. Saturday night's main event is coming back December 14th at Long Island, New York. The Barclays Center. Yes, it's going to be at the Barclays Center. Of course, it got to be at the Barclays Center. That's the name of the place. I mean, I copy and paste these articles to read them, and here I am trying to squint and trying to read the sticky note too. So here it is. WWE has officially announced the return of Saturday night's main event this December. Earlier today, Variety reported that WWE will revive its Saturday night's main event primetime series with a live special airing on NBC. The event is scheduled for December 14th in Long Island, New York. WWE.com also shared the official announcement, released a trailer for the 14th or December 14th special. WWE's iconic Saturday night's main event returns to NBC December 14th in prime time. Um, let's see, September 17th, 2024, WWE and NBC announced the return of the iconic Saturday night's main event. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern. Come on the on NBC and on Peacock. I didn't know. Originally, Saturday night's main event was like what 11:30. Oh, Becky Lynch. Sorry, he come he come in the man, so I was like, oh, Becky Lynch. You ready for Becky Lynch to come back? The man, Becky Lynch. This marks the first primetime special, which will air quarterly on NBC and Peacock as part of WWE's new 5-year domestic media rights partnership with NBC Universal, which officially kicked off last Friday with SmackDown on USA. Additionally, official Saturday Night's Main Event priority passes are available now. Exclusive partner on location, offering fans premium seating, hospitality events with superstar appearances, exclusive photo opportunities, and more. To buy it or learn more about Saturday Night's Main Event priority passes, please visit on location exp.com / main event. So, the original Saturday Night's Main Event aired on NBC in May of 1985. Peacock is the live streaming home of WWE in the USA with upcoming premium live events such as Bad Blood, NXT, Halloween Havoc, Crown Jewel, in addition to WWE shows like Bray Wyatt becoming immortal, American Nightmare becoming Cody Rhodes, and WWE Evil. The baddest man on the planet, not Tyson or Ming. Oh, come on. Ming, not the baddest man. Are you talking about the toughest son of a SOB in the WWE history? Uh, Well, what's up, Brenda? Why are you covering your eyes for? Talking about Stone Cold. Stone Cold. We can't afford Stone Cold to come back. All right. So we got the latest update on Dustin Rhodes' AEW Ring of Honor contract. Well, CC does wrestle. How does that work, really? Sometimes I digress between subjects that you haven't realized that already. Now, if you wrestle on AEW, wrestle on Ring of Honor, do you get paid a little bit from AEW, then a little bit from Ring of Honor, or a lot from AEW and a little from Ring of Honor? Come on. Two different promotions. You gotta beat them both. Anyway, a new report has provided an update regarding Dustin Rhodes' current contract status in AEW. It is previously known that Dustin Rhodes' AEW contract is set to expire in September 2024. Ooh. In recent months, Rhodes has enjoyed significant success, capturing both the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship and the Ring of Honor World Six-Man Tag Team Championship. These accomplishments led to some fans to speculate Rhodes had either re-signed or extended his contract. According to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, and Rhodes' contract remains set to expire this fall. No further specifics have been provided at this time. Dustin Rhodes has been part of AEW since the company's inaugural event in 2019, remaining with the promotion even after his brother Cody Rhodes' departure in 2022. In addition to his in-ring work, Dustin also contributes behind the scenes, particularly in the women's division. Uh, at 55 years old, Rhodes has been a professional wrestler since 1988, working across WWE, WCW, and TNA. Yeah, you see it right there. There's that first picture is sort of rookie Dustin the Natural Rhodes. He wrestled some in Memphis. Actually was in a tag team with Kendall Windham called the Texas Broncos for a short time on for NWA. Uh, then went to Memphis and World Class a little bit, um, or USWA. Wrestled for his dad's promotion, PWF in Florida. Uh, that's when I guess Dusty, when that promotion went out. Actually, had a cup of coffee when Dusty Rhodes was doing the polka dot thing. Uh, uh, Dustin made an appearance on that. I think wrestled a couple times. Then when Dusty went back being I guess backstage agent or the creative team and WCW, Dustin came in there. That's when he really starting to stride. He was really starting to be pretty good. I always wondered if people knew what to do in WCW, and not trying to be like WWF. If they could have, done something with him, maybe a heel turn would have been good for him. Who knows? Except for losing against the Blacktop Bully in a King of the Road match, that was horrible. But he would eventually go to WWF. Became Goldust. Uh, Very risque gimmick at the time. Definitely would not get over today, um, because it'd be making fun of the LGBTQVWXYZ crew. Um, didn't mean to do that, but yeah. But went back to being Dustin Rhodes or Dustin Runnels. Kind of did the be without the character, or whatever. They kind of did that, tried that with him. Didn't really do that well. Then turned heel again to be the artist formerly known as Goldust, which really pushed the boundaries on decency, I guess, if you want to call it that, and the Attitude Era. Kind of mismatch, I guess, trying to be somewhere somewhere between Prince and Marilyn Manson. Uh, but then went back to Goldust, blah blah blah. Left for a while, wrestled for his dad's TCW Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling. Came back to WWF Goldust again, yada yada yada. Then went to TNA, became Black Rain. Didn't like that gimmick because he hit around the rat, and it was stupid. It's like, okay, you're basically the same whatever, but bodysuit, paint, and different name. And you get to carry around a rat. That was I don't know if that was supposed to be a joke against Marlena, but I just don't like it. I don't like. I think there's a movie called Martin or something like that. Nope. I like horror movies. Never watched that one. Then of course went back to WWE. Goldust did the Tourette's thing. Uh, then formed a tag team with his brother Cody. Cody turned to Stardust. Then they both left. TNA started, and now he's Dustin Rhodes again. Still, but still with the bodysuit, half his face painted. So it's still mysterious. Uh, More to cover for that day. He's 55 years old. But hey, seen some matches uh past few years, and you might have to take a break. Mid exchange break a little bit. Say, hey, let me catch my breath. But that guy, he does his best to keep up with those young guys, and uh, he does have a lot of knowledge. Don't know if he's been. He's another one of those people. That's like he's back there. He's been for a long time. He knows how to gamble on himself if he needs to. Uh, but from what I hear, AEW they don't like listen to veterans. So it is what it is. Uh, so maybe if he doesn't get re-signed by AEW, might be able to go to WWE, become a agent, or maybe again trainer for NXT. Uh, or they're not called agents; they're called producers, but I still call them agents. But like I said, 55 years old. Hey, you had a good career, kid. If you want to retire right now, you're good. I think Goldust will be a WWE Hall of Famer. So maybe not Dustin Rhodes, but definitely Goldust. So, uh, so yeah, no shame in the career he had. Like I said, it's kind of like one of those one if things. It's like people know how to do what they're doing in WCW. Maybe did turn him heel for a little bit, be a heel until fans eventually turn him back. Because I think people did like Dustin Natural Rhodes, but I mean he was good. I thought he was pretty smooth in the ring for a guy his size. Uh, I mean those tall Texans like Barry Windham. He wasn't like Barry Windham, but still pretty good. Uh, I mean him and Barry Windham were former WCW Tag Team Champions. Uh, so they feuded and whatnot, but that could have been one of those things where it's like okay, nepotism. He's Dusty's kid, and uh, so maybe if they did turn him heel, and fans will eventually go, hey, you know what, this guy's actually pretty talented. Let's cheer for him. So, but like I said, it's WCW. Um, there's a reason there no more. Or there's several reasons that gave the people in charge enough ammo to go, or enough nails anyway to go. Yep, let's start hammering these nails in this coffin and send it away. Sell it for pennies on the dollar. Okay, probably more than that. What was it like $2 million? Got the ring, got the some of the talent, got the video library, which consists of WCW, Georgia Championship Wrestling, Crockett's, Mid Atlantic Wrestling, Worldwide Wrestling, NWA Pro, all that. So I'm pretty sure that like me, I did subscribe to the WWE Network just to watch those again. So, um, but anyway, all right. So let's talk about Nigel McGuinness. He teases potential AEW matches beyond the Bryan Danielson showdown. Nigel McGuinness recently appeared on the September 11th, 2024 edition of AEW Dynamite, where he revealed that he has secured a singles match with Bryan Danielson for the highly anticipated Grand Slam edition of Dynamite. Yeah, this was a few segments after um, it was announced that Bryan Danielson can defend his championship against Darby Allin. Yeah. Anyway, screw them. Yeah, I mean, I like WCW. I didn't like when Hulk Hogan came in. It tried to be too much. The NWO thing, it did good until it's like, okay, half of your promotion is NWO now. The NWO thing wore out its welcome, but they didn't have anything else beyond that. Uh, they killed a couple of their golden gooses. They killed Goldberg, and they didn't kill him literally, but stopped the momentum he was going into. They should just have him won it back that Nitro, still doing the finger poke of doom bullshit. But uh, I mean, hey, we still talk about it. People still talk about David Arquette win the WCW World Championship. At least they got that to talk about themselves, but they're no longer in business. Um, but anyway, back to Nigel. While speaking with TVInsider.com, begins to discuss the possibility of competing in more matches beyond his bout with Bryan Danielson. It's definitely a wait and see. I'm not going to rule it out. I think for the longest time there has been saying that never say never and never really meaning it. I think we'll see how the matches go or the match goes if Bryan is able to compete, as he is legitimately pretty banged up. Hopefully, it comes to fruition, fruition, fruition uh, when he honors the booking. I think we'll see how things play out after that. Reflecting on his previous appearance on AEW's Wembley event, McGuinness commented that on how it felt the post match. People asked me after the match at Wembley how I was feeling. I felt fantastic. Uh, it would be different going into a gauntlet match like that versus one on one with expectations. I feel I feel confident about it. As McGuinness prepares for his upcoming showdown with Danielson, he shared an inspirational quote from tennis legend Arthur Ashe, fitting since the event will take place at the Arthur Ashe Stadium. I was looking at quotes from Arthur Ashe this morning because we're doing this at Arthur Ashe Stadium. He said, one important key to success is self confidence. An important key to self confidence is preparation. I've had 18 months to prepare for this, both mentally and physically. I just feel I'm ready to go. He added, once I'm out there, there's legitimate emotions that comes with standing across the ring with Bryan Danielson, given his level of success and story compared to mine. Okay, let's go back to WWE. I like the undercard. Yeah, I mean the undercard was good, but even at that, they had a few potential talents uh, during the dying days. Um, but he still had people. I mean, they was trying to get some young people to push, like Mark Jindrak and Sean O'Hara. Uh, the whole natural born thrillers thing. Were they ready for that spot yet? Possibly not. Who knows? I mean, if they were, they would have gotten spot uh, spots right into the WCW Invasion storyline, which they play very little roles in. Sometimes just standing there. Of course, losing their belts on the way. The WWF established talent, um, or WWE established talent. Uh, it's just sometimes too little, too late. But I always said though, I mean, if Ted Turner had it his way, WCW would still be around. What would it look like today? Who knows? But that's just that's just my feeling thing. I mean, I wish they did was able to stick around. Maybe they could have said, okay, you know what, Hogan, you gotta go. uh, Vince Russo, yeah, you gotta go. We gotta get some fresh eyes, fresh minds, and stuff like that. Kind of possibly push this thing going forward. Maybe they could have bought ECW and have that the sister promotion, or uh, bought it and let it go. Just go out of business, and they could have got the ECW talent. Maybe Paul Heyman's mind along with that. Uh, and just, I mean, he's gonna have to learn. It's like, hey, this is TBS. But maybe Paul Heyman was like, nah, I'm not gonna sell to you because screw you. I hate. He hated WCW. He, even though it kind of gave him a big break in the national spotlight, uh, he had a almost like Cody Rhodes. Almost he had to start his own promotion or help. Okay, help. He didn't start ECW, but he did kind of. He was the one in charge when ECW became ECW. Oh, that was just Eastern Championship Wrestling, but it became Extreme. But but like I said, it's a bunch of what ifs, what ifs, what ifs, what ifs. Maybe one day I will discuss a bunch of what ifs. And I know you're excited about this, uh, you John Cena fans. It looks like John Cena is set to star in a live action movie based on Matchbox cars. Now, maybe it was after I remember having Matchbox cars, they were cool, but there were no storylines with them, just cars. I mean, I had a Dukes of Hazzard Matchbox car, which was pretty cool, but didn't really they really did they ever have a cartoon or anything to have a storyline? I don't know. Anyway, Boris Kit of Hollywood Reporter has revealed that John Cena will take the lead role in Matchbox, a live-action film centered around the iconic Mattel car toy line. The movie will be directed by Sam Hargrove, best known for his work on Extraction, and produced by Apple Original Films. Extraction was pretty good. I think it was a Netflix exclusive. The screenplay is written by David Kochel, The Family Plan, Jonathan Tropper, The Adam Project. Adam Project was pretty decent. The production team includes Skydance's David Ellison, Dana Goldberg, and Don Granger, along with Mattel's Films' Robbie Brenner. It's like, what's John Cena going to be? A adult kid who just goes, takes Mattel cards for an hour and a half? I just don't. Who knows where this is going? John Cena, who recently starred in Jackpot, is currently filming his second season of Peacemaker. On the wrestling front, Cena is embarking on a farewell tour in WWE with plans to retire from in-ring competition in 2025. So, yeah, who's ready for a Matchbox car movie? I guess, yeah, I guess don't. They gonna pay? I guess for Yes, take it. But um, I heard the Jackpot movie was watchable. Speaking of things, I talk about things I'm watching later on. And I'm actually going to say, yeah, it's actually pretty fucking good. All right, so here we go. AEW. Whoops. So, I'll figure it out in a minute. All right, here we go. All right, so AEW has a big. I guess this can be considered their Clash of Champions. I guess. That's going to be on their regular Dynamite, uh, night and time, and they call it, AEW Dynamite Grand Slam. So it takes place at the Operash Stadium. Uh, I guess supposed to be pay per view matches, even though they kind of do that anyway on Dynamite to begin with. So they just basically they gave it a fancy nickname, Grand Slam. Let's see. We're gonna have a trios tag match, tag title match. Pac, Claudio, and Wheeler Yuta versus to be determined later. There's been some problems with uh, Claudio, Pac, and Yuta. Yuta does not see eye to eye with the whole uh, Claudio, Pac, Marina Schaefer, and John Moxley attacking John Moxley, putting a bag over his head, all that. Yuta's having some mental issues about that. So, um, uh, so I'll say, the championship stays in Pac Claudio's and Wheeler's waist. Unless, I mean, do we really know what the deal is with Lucha Brothers? Are they going to WWE or are they staying with AEW? Um, is that going to be like the big surprise? Here's Lucha Brothers with somebody else, and they come in when the trios belts because Wheeler Yutas is not into it, or he switches to being Team Lucha, and or just be, oh, that's what it is. You know, uh, one of the private party members, was it Isaiah Washington, Isaiah Kennedy, whatever his name is, the knockoff Street Profits. Uh, they did an angle where Moxley took a hammer and hit him on the hand, supposedly breaking his hand. So he's going to miraculously recover. They'll probably be Street Profits, maybe somebody else that match. Who cares? But probably Pac, Claudio, and Wheeler probably. Any predictions from anybody who might be the announced trio could be? Like I said, what is the deal with the Lucha Brothers? I mean, I kind of legitimate. I like them. Uh, what was I going to say? I mean, hey, one of the reasons I watched a little TNA back then was I like the Lucha Brothers, but supposedly they're going to WWE. Supposedly, I ain't heard any news since then. Anyway, uh, Becky Lynch. Oh, excuse me. Just kidding. Jamie Hayter going against Saraya with Holly Cameron. Hayter just came back. People kind of digging it. I'm pretty sure they're pushing her for either a Mariah May match or a Mercedes Monet match. So I believe Hayter will win that one. Speaking of women, you got Mariah May against Yuka Sakazaki. Uh, actually, I did watch Dynamite last night. Like I said, I just did a recap of that earlier. Um, Yuka is actually pretty decent. I don't. I'm pretty sure she is international, of course, or whatever. But when I was watching it, I'm like, she's pretty fluid. She's got tons of personality. Like, man, maybe a little bit of time in NXT to kind of get a little better as far as storytelling and stuff like that. She'd be pretty good. I guess Yuka has been there before for a while, then left and came back, or went back home and came back. I don't really know her story, but just don't think she's going to be the next AEW Women's Championship or Women's Champion. Not on this night anyway. Mariah will keep it uh, a little while longer. We also have, like I said, last week's Dynamite. It went from uh, Brian Danielson can't wrestle, so I called you out, called Darby Allin out a couple weeks in a row. He knew something was kind of going on. It's like, okay, you want him to be in your current stable or new stable? But no, it's like, no, uh, you're not ready, kid. Give me your championship match. And Darby Allin's like, no, I was homeless. AEW, maybe not homeless no more. Blah blah blah. I'm not the same punk kid as I was 5 years ago. I met you in Independence at some high school gym. Yada yada. Basically said, no, I'm not going to give it up. So we're going to have a match with eight or Darby Allin's AEW World Title shot on the line. If Moxley wins, he gets a shot, I guess, at Wrestle Dream. Uh, versus Darby wins, he says he's going to challenge uh, Bryan Danielson at Wrestle Dream and become the next AEW World Champion, heavyweight champion. Speaking of Bryan Danielson, who couldn't compete, but Nigel came on and challenged him, and I like how they're doing this. At least they go, oh, we fucked up. Uh, so at least put this let's put this out there just in case. Uh, clever shit there, huh? If Bryan is clear to wrestle, instead of wrestling Darby Allin for the AEW World Championship, he's going to go up against Nigel McGuinness, which should be a decent match. Again, uh, fans of Ring of Honor knew these two had a pretty good rivalry, great matches back then. Now they get to go at least one more time. Too bad. It is too bad that these two couldn't go to WWE together. Maybe have more matches together. I think Nigel failed some kind of physical, so that's how he ended up in TNA, and Danielson became Daniel Bryan and was fired for a little bit, but got his job back in WWE, and the whole Yes movement, everything else. So, but either way, Danielson will win this one. This one. All right. On Collision, we're gonna have Hook going. It says the 25th. I don't know what's going on there. For the FTW Championship, it is Hook going against Roger Strong. I would like to see Roger Strong win this match, take the title, throw it in the trash, throw it into a trash truck, garbage truck. Put it in a trash can, take the trash can out, see a garbage truck, dump it in there, have them smash it, take it to the landfill. No offense to Taz and whoever, but I really don't care for this championship. It should be a championship. It's way too many championships. We really got to name them off. We really don't need this one. Hook has a lot of potential. Unfortunately, there's nobody there to help him grow. Uh, I mean, you got. I mean, you got a guy who's tossing people around like Taz. At least Taz with Dick. He's got an okay build, but he needs to fill out a little bit more if he's going to be throwing people around. But unfortunately, Hook will probably win this one. Nothing gets Hook. I'm just sick of that GW championship. Has no rhyme or reason, in my opinion. Just mine. I guess I forgot to put the picture up, but you're also going to see a AEW Tag Team Championship match. Young Bucks defending against Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay. This won't be surprised if Young Bucks keep him. Uh, I thought they was going to start pushing the Grizzly Young veterans, but I did see they already lost a match on Collision to FDR. Nothing bad about losing to FDR, but it was on Collision. Should maybe been a paper because you got two teams kind of one shot, and they're two pretty good teams. It could have been on Dynamite too, because not too many people are that familiar with the Grizzly Young. That's unless you did watch NXT, but they did get a pretty good reaction at All In. And I didn't watch the Collision match, so I don't know how well the reception they did get. But like I said, there's in case you know once you get your Grand Slam fix, I'm pretty sure they're going to gear up for the 5th anniversary Dynamite, and already signed, I do believe, is for the International Championship. Will Ospreay going against Ricochet. Now this is a match that especially all the niche, I mean, everybody's seen it on YouTube. It was a good match, flip, flop, whatever. Looked really freaking good. I popped. I dug it. Uh, and this is basically you know, a it's built fits in that niche AEW fandom. Um, do you think you might want to get some money from at least your extra money for your niche audience? Why are you putting this on TBS, basically live for free, or basically for free, instead of going, okay, let's build something a little something up with these two, then have it on a paper where people will pay. Because thinking about earlier, I was like, now I don't. Where do you find the segment by segment rating? Because my thinking is, if I would like to get the this segment when this segment airs and stuff like that, I would like to see that segment. If it gets a if it bumps up a little bit from the average, I would say this is the dumbest decision because that could have been potential buy rates, extra money, extra payday for these guys. They're going to be doing the high flying flips, flops, and stuff like that, risking injury and stuff like that. I say if it stays within average to above average, you just left money on the table. I mean, this is your niche fan wet dream right here. See this match here in the USA, Will Ospreay and Ricochet, and what do? Poof, let us get away live on TV. But yeah, maybe people want to pay for Ryan Downson against scapegoat Jack Perry. Somebody don't know what the fuck they're doing. Okay, that's enough of that. But yeah, so yeah, like I said, my thing, average to above, you left money on the table. Uh, Below average, I guess you really didn't lose anything. You're still not gonna fucking get anything. Uh, I mean, has a ratings been a big boost since Ricochet been there? Not from what I've heard, but yeah, like I said, I don't understand why this is where you just grab your head, go, ah, like I said, money left on the table. Unless you're gonna, have whatever, do like you did the MJF thing, which their Dynamite match was better than their All In match, my opinion, of course, but uh, because it was kind of some of the same things, blah blah blah, but this didn't have that. This didn't have that crowd money making energy at the moneymaker All In that you had in Dynamite. So Dynamite, you didn't make no extra money, but whatever. Um, let's see what else. What else? What else? What else? But Jack Perry versus Ryan Danielson. That's a. Now I'm not saying anything bad about Ryan Danielson. Ryan Danielson against Ricochet, yes. Pay per view match. Ryan Danielson on Moxley and a Page, yes. It'll be a pay per view match. Uh, if you had built this right and saying this was his final, uh, if he was building this thing up, saying this is going to be Ryan Danielson's final match, one more match, and it's going to be against Nigel McGuinness, you could have sold that to that niche audience on pay per view. Nobody gives a fuck about Jack Perry. Anyway, that goes out rant. So what else should I talk about? You know who AEW needs to teach them how to sell? The man, the myth, the legend. I know he. I made a video about this probably about a year ago. You want to get AEW on that next level? You have Bob Holly come in, put the belt on him. He beats everybody. He beats everybody. You bring Jack Swagger back. You put Jack Swagger, Billy Gunn, Bob Holly, have them win the trios championship, and during their matches, it'll be Billy Gunn just jogging around, scissoring everybody. Jack Swagger hung by his hat. Uh, and just Bob Holly beats everybody. Beats all three of them. He can even put the tag team titles on Bob Holly and Billy Gunn. And again, just have Billy Gunn sit there and flex or whatever, and Bob Holly just beats everybody. So you have all the belts just about. Put a wig on Bob Holly, have him be women's champion. He identifies as a woman at that point. So then, since he's on that far, might as well give him the TBS title and TNT championship. He have all the belts to beat everybody. Yes, I'm being sarcastic. Yeah. Who everyone sells for. Not gonna work for me, brother. Oh, that's not gonna work for me, brother. Change it. Who everyone sells for. Whoever who who's the one guy everybody sells for? Fiery mind. Bill Goldberg, Shane, Shane McMahon, Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon comes back. He gets back in the ring. He beats everybody. Remember that bombs away move or whatever, or that whoopee cushion move that Doink used to do, where he kind of just jumps from the top rope and does almost the avalanche sit on somebody's chest. Oh, that's the shit. Vince McMahon back in the ring, beat everybody with that move. I'm Vince McMahon, pal. Now I'm gonna beat everybody with my shit taker. Actually, what was it? Let's make fun of AEW one more time. Apparently Lita did a interview. She, mentioned that she'd like to see more women be brought up, better, blah blah blah. Maybe a non-gender title and more intergender match, or a non-binary title. I'm sitting there, read that. I'm like, oh my god, don't give Tony. Tony's like itching to create a new championship belt, new championship. So now you gave him an idea of one, the non-binary champ. Still waiting. Whoever I already mentioned it. Was it Goldberg? Was it Hogan? Brock Lesnar. Is that it? Because if you don't sell for Brock Lesnar, he might hit you with something again, and you'll definitely sell that one. There ain't gonna be no selling for Brock Lesnar unless he allows it. Oh, son of Brock Lesnar, is that who you were saying? Yep. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. That's and, and yeah. I don't see who is it? Yeah, Adam Page. Uh, I mean, Brock Lesnar's not much of a. I don't know if he's much of an agent or whatever, but if he's calling a match, if he's saying no, uh, what's that? Canadian destroyers. Guess what? You're not doing a Canadian destroyer on Brock Lesnar. You try him a river on that one. If you don't sell for anything, he'll make you sell. Uh, so yeah, try that one on there. Oh, Jack Perry. Yeah, like I said, if you don't sell, I mean, God, even Braun Strowman, uh, he gave Brock kind of a little bit of stiff knee and freaking. I don't think it was a solid punch, but it was a solid enough receipt to where it made Braun Strowman back up a little bit. It got him dazed. uh, I mean, you can watch it on YouTube. Uh, I mean, Brock's probably like, hey, dude, you stiff me, just a receipt. That's it. When no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Oh, me. I just do not see. If I don't see Brock Lesnar, you got gotta dump a lot of. That's gonna be like not just one dump truck full of money, but like 3 or 4 dump. I'm not saying he's Mr. Faithful to the WWE or UFC, which is the other company that TKO has, which is basically UFC, WWE. Not saying he's like Mr. Faithful to them, but I'm pretty sure it, both those companies made him rich. And um, yeah, you don't have to like 3 or 4 dump trucks full of money. Uh, Definitely a light schedule. I mean, it would be good for probably for yeah he'll sell yeah he'll sell for you. Yeah, I mean he'll of course Lesnar's a pro. He's not just gonna go in. I mean, especially if he likes you. He definitely liked AJ. He definitely liked Ryan Danielson. He liked Samoa Joe. I don't think he got along with John Moxley. Uh, I guess I didn't really see eye to eye or whatnot. Or I don't know what happened. This is some reason he just didn't care for John Moxley. It's from what I'm hearing, what I'm guessing. Uh, he didn't care for Moxley. It was Dean Ambrose. But yeah, he's not a guy that's gonna get paid by the hour. I mean that last match with him and Cody Rhodes, that, that trilogy of matches was actually pretty daggum good. Uh, he sold for Cody. Uh, I think he did color for it. I don't know if it was meant to do color or he actually said, "Yeah, cool this." Brock Lesnar. It's like ballet, brother. Here, let me grill you a big tomahawk steak. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, Drew too. He sold for Drew McIntyre. Dropped it. Did a job for McIntyre. And had pretty good matches with Roman Reigns. And it just seemed like that last run. I mean, if he wasn't absolutely having fun, he did a pretty good job acting like he was having fun, especially when he's doing the Happy Cowboy Brock Lesnar. Uh, but like I said, unless he just gets paid a whole lot of money, I just don't see him. I, Never say never, but uh, if the rumors are true and Shane McMahon's gonna get involved with AEW, maybe, but I just, as of right now, I just don't see it. Which I didn't see Edge going, but Edge did go. That's the only one that kind of surprised me. Edge going to AEW. That one, I mean, it really should surprise me since Christian was there, but it still kind of surprised me that Adam Copeland Edge is there. But now he's got a broke leg. He's probably, I mean, I don't know if he'll ever wrestle again. See, here's the thing: you got this freaking pay a lot of money for Adam Copeland Edge. He did get hurt, but you can still put him on TV a little bit and give like an injury update every now and then. Yeah, that one with Samoa Joe was a pretty good match too. I mean, is he a he does main event good matches? Let's just say that. Is it freaking no? Brock Lesnar's not gonna do hurricanranas, moonsaults. He did a shooting star press one time, Uh, I think his bell still rings from that. Supposedly he's done it a bunch of times in OVW, but thought he'd just do it one time at WrestleMania. This didn't end too well. I think Kurt Angle should have been maybe moved a little, should have moved a little closer to the corner than where he was. So uh, Brock could have at the full instead of trying to go further, all he had to do was go jump a little higher and got the full uh, rotation on that shooting star press. But uh, I just don't know. Let's see, I mean, who would you put Moxley with? I mean, not Moxley, but Brock Lesnar with Luchasaurus. Nobody gives a shit about or Kill Switch. Big Bill. Eh, not a money match. That's a dynamite match. Uh, I mean, Adam Page, but I mean, it's like, okay, I'll sell for Adam Page a little bit, but fucker gets out of line. I'll show some cowboy shit. Um, Samoa Joe again, when he comes back from being a TV star. God, I can't wait for that. Oh, speaking of TV shows, yes, uh, it's on Netflix now, and I will say I am pleasantly surprised. I didn't think I heard it was good, but still, me being a wrestling fan like I am, I'm like, okay, it's on Netflix. Let me check it out. Heels. You have Netflix, and yeah, if you have Netflix, check out Heels with Stephen Amell, uh, who was in the Arrow show, which was a good show till first three, 2 or 3 seasons, or 3 or 4 seasons was all right. Then of course, they had to go off that deep end, jump, shark jumping and shit like that. I was hoping for good things from Luchasaurus, but yeah, I mean that one match with Jack Perry of all people, cage match, he had him beat down, but he had Luchasaurus do a tap out job to uh, Jack Perry. Now, if he just gone through the table, got that, you know, wrapped him up, got the 1, 2, 3, been fine. But that it seems like ever since that one match, it's been now people are trying to. It seems like they're trying to get behind Luchasaurus, trying to, because he's called quit kill switch now. They're trying to say no, you're Luchasaurus, chanting Luchasaurus and all that shit. And what I mean, I don't think anybody cares that the Jurassic Express back together again. Again, the star of that team should have been Luchasaurus. Shouldn't been definitely shouldn't been Marco Stunt. Marco Stunt, who cares? Um, and uh, Jungle Boy Jack Perry. But I guess he's buddies with Tony Khan, buddies with the Young Bucks. Uh, I was listening to another. Actually, I remember. Which I remember. I was listening to another YouTube channel talking about, telling her AEW review. She called the Young Bucks the Young Bucks. I believe that's what was it. Old Bucks or Young Bucks? Bucks are somewhere in that title. I do believe. Unless I misheard that, I could have done that. But yes, back to the story. Heels. If you watch Heels, I highly now when I heard about the uh, season finale of let's season one of Heels. I kind of like, I don't want to why, but it does for TV show purposes. It does, uh, it does make sense of how the first season ends. So yes, I highly recommend. I'm in second or third episode of season two, and like I said, it's pretty. I mean, it's just a nice little drama. Uh, it just so happens to have pro wrestling in the back. But like I said, it's really good. I can't even make fun of Stephen Amell's fake Southern accent. Uh, 'Cause he's Canadian, so uh, but he does a good job with it. I can't think of everybody's name. It seems like there's a bunch of people in there who seen before on something before. Like the guy who plays Jack Spade's brother, Ace Spade. Uh, he was in he was in Grown Ups 2 as who's it? Who's that other good? Uh, can't think of famous people. David Spade. He he played David Spade's son on Grown Ups 2. Let's see. Should make notes for this. Yeah, his name is Alexander Ludwig. He's been on Grown Ups 2. I guess he was on the Viking show. He was like, I didn't know this. If you watch the 2009 version of Race to Witch Mountain with The Rock in it, he played the brother of the girl who were trying to the alien brother. I guess he was in Hunger Games as well. But yeah, he's been on. Damn it, he's Canadian too. All these damn Canadians want to play Southern people. Get some Southern people off that. They don't like Southern. Okay, so he started as a child actor, and uh, blossomed into a adult actor because he didn't get messed up like another or other child actors do. Who else is CM Punk? CM Punk is more featured in season two. Uh, Chris Bowers in it, and I actually walked right next to him. Uh, but yeah, he was in The Wire, True Blood, a bunch of other shows. So I mean, he's very. If you watch it, then realize who it is. Uh, you go, like I said, a lot of people go, oh, this person been in something. Mary McCormick, who was in West Wing, Plain Sight. She played Howard Stern's wife in Private Parts. She was in the movie Dickie Roberts, former child star, Mystery Alaska. So she's been in a lot of things. Uh, a former football player, James Harrison, he's in it. The guy who Mike O'Malley. If you ever watched the what's that movie with Sandra Bullock called 28 Days, where she's in rehab and all that. He's in that movie. I was like, oh, who's he? Seen him before, but I did pick up that he was on My Name Is Earl a few times. But like I said, a few people that are recognizable. Like I said, me, I think it's a pretty good show. And supposedly, if they get enough viewers watching that show, Netflix will consider having a third season of it. Hopefully, um, hopefully not too many studio interference and stuff like that. Because it seems like it just seemed. I'm not trying to play conspiracy theories, but Stephen Amell was like wasn't really on board with the whole writers and actors skill strike. And he made it public. Then he had a they called bend the knee and say, "Oh, I didn't mean like I said, I didn't mean to offend nobody." And he got on the picket line, and like within a week, Hills was canceled. Even though it got good reviews from critics and stuff like that. Like I said, even as a wrestling fan as I am, like a lot of people like Lucha Nacho Libre. I hated that movie. Eh, Part of it was like it was get like a lot of actors get with me, like Will Ferrell did. Jack Black was getting annoying. Like School of Rock was okay. After that, it was just like just annoying. Like the worst part of Tropic Thunder is Jack. If you took Jack Black out of it, it'd been that much better. And I didn't like Tropic Thunder the first time I watched it, but the second time I watched it, I liked it because I kind of ignored Jack. But anyway, uh, let me run through my plugins right quick. Every Tuesday, I do a trivia show called Wrestling Trivia Tuesday, where I ask 5 questions about sport, professional wrestling. So check it out, share with friends, play along with friends, and see if you can be a champion at wrestling trivia. I do I do a WWE Raw recap show. Try to have that out on Tuesdays, but sometimes on Wednesdays, I got real job. Sometimes I gotta watch half and the other half later. But hopefully, when it comes to 2 hours, I can watch the whole thing. And I hope Netflix does just do a 2 hour Raw. We don't need 3 hours. Anyway, but yes, I do a recap of that. Check it out. Uh, Also do an AEW recap show. Of course, next week will be Grand Slam. So next week we'll talk about the real. I'll do an AEW Grand Slam review. Um, and do we'll talk about Grand Slam next week. Never watch. I don't care for Jack Black. He's like Earl and Ben Stiller. Yeah, I mean, like the movie Old School, just because he wasn't like the main character, he was just a character on that movie. Old School was a good movie. Uh, Elf was okay, but it seemed like it was like okay. Uh, yeah, not a big NASCAR fan. Ricky Bobby was okay, or Talladega Nights was okay. Not a highly. I mean, while I was at a hotel room a couple years ago, yeah, what movie channel they had it on, but it was on, and Ron Burgundy. I think that's I really he really became annoying right at Ron Burgundy. So, okay, it's the same shit. Anyway, um, and right now you're watching Spot Show live stream, a live stream show I do every Thursday. Like I said, we talk about wrestling, then go off and talk about movies, and I start, rapping on Jack Black and Will Ferrell. Uh, and speaking of, yeah, like Jim Carrey became annoying. Sorry, I don't mean to digress. Jim Carrey became annoying too. Uh, I think the last is like the Ace Ventura movie. Okay, it's different, kind of funny. Ace Ventura 2, The Mask was okay, decent. Cable Guy sucked. This was just like I said, him kind of being Jim Carrey, and the dramatic roles, I just who cares? Um, I mean, I thought he was. I mean, he's basically. It's kind of like I hate to say it. Uh, if you've seen Ryan Reynolds in one movie, you kind of seen Ryan Reynolds. Except for there's a couple movies with Ryan Reynolds that was a little more dramatic stuff like that. It was decent. Uh, Adam Sandler's a far better dramatic actor than Ryan Reynolds is. But uh, but but Ryan Reynolds, is kind of Ryan Reynolds in every movie. That's why he fits Deadpool great. He's awesome as Deadpool. So, uh, but anyway, yes. So you watch this live stream. I go in different areas. I'm on wrestling a lot, and we start talking about movies and what actors annoy us. Like Will Ferrell, Jim Carrey, Matt Black. Yeah, most of Sandler's movies. I mean, that Jack and I didn't watch Jack and Jill. Is like I watched like the first 5 minutes. I'm like, but like Adam Sandler's dramatic movies like Punch Drunk Love, Rain Over Me. Um, oh, What was that other dramatic movie? Oh, I can't think of it. Hidden Gems was pretty good. Okay, the one that was like actually uh can't think of the name of the movie. Here we go, Google machine. But yeah, Punch Drunk Love was dramatic and pretty good. I mean, had that indie. I guess it was an indie movie or whatever, but it was pretty dark, and he did a really good job. Um, but he did another one. That was kind of dramatic. But yeah, Punch Drunk Love, like I said, good. Um, Spanglish, which was kind of funny, but kind of had that you know like a dramedy kind of. It was pretty decent. It's one of those movies you just watch once. Um, Funny People. I thought funny. Again, it's a big rewatchable thing. Me, I liked it. Have I ever rewatched it? No, not really. Um, I mean, it had Seth Rogen in it and Leslie Mann. Basically, the whole uh, Judd Apatow crew with Adam Sandler. But I mean, I thought it was decent. Just one of those movies I didn't. Again, it's one of those comedy type deals. Like I said, I made it through 5 minutes of that movie. I was like, nah, this ain't for me. That's my boy. Eh, it was okay if you watch this once. Uh, Sandy Wexler. Of all the Netflix movies he did make, believe it or not, yeah, Sandy Wexler was probably the best one. Maybe Uncut Gems was pretty good. Was that just a Netflix exclusive? I haven't seen Spaceman yet. I'm just kind of going through all these. Yeah, apparently they're filming a Happy Gilmore 2. I think we said enough with the first Happy Gilmore. We're good. Uh, that seems to be the thing Back to my show plugs. Spring, yeah, that's one. It was kind of stupid, somewhat. Eh, it was to watch it once. It's kind of gross. Mike Myers, he got annoying because I did actually rewatch uh Wayne's World. First Wayne's World, okay, it kind of holds up. Wayne's World 2, kind of like Wayne's World 1, but a little bit more of a budget. It's kinda the same shit. Uh, the Austin Powers movies, uh, I actually did a few years ago when I got Max. I was sitting at home. Why not? I'll sit. Because one time I did actually sit all through Mission Watchable movies, watch all those. I know Tom Cruise was like, well, I don't know, the last Mission Impossible movie. Nobody went to see, but um, the Top Gun movie put him back on everybody's good graces. But I don't know. I just didn't really dig the Mission Impossible or Mission Impossible movie. So I did stomach through those. And I was like, go through these. To me, they were just overrated. I mean, people just pump this up, pump this up, pump this up. People who watch it, like, oh, you gotta see this. This is great. This is great. This is great. Funniest thing ever. Funniest thing ever. It's like it had its moments, but kind of overrated. Kind of like The Hangover. I remember watching the first Hangover. I'm like, this is kind of. I mean, it had its moments, but for me, I just thought it was kind of. That's my hot take of the week. First Hangover movies. Yeah, Austin Powers were funny because it still kind of gets on your nerves. Yeah, but again, to me, it's kind of a little overrated. First one was okay. Second one was just there. The third one, that's kind of the way it happens with all sequels and stuff like that. Which, by the way, if you're wondering, last Friday I watched uh, Part Seven of Friday the 13th, one with the psychic power, to move shit with her mind. Telekinesis chick. That was actually pretty good. That was all right. The American Pie movies were pretty good. Uh, I don't think I can watch the American Pie movies now because I'm older now. Uh, they would not. I mean, even though I was a few years after high school when American Pie, well, like 4 years after high school, so a lot of things I can still relate to, especially when they graduated high school, because they were all seniors in high school, then went to college, and then the third one they got married, which I can't relate to the got married part, but I've seen other people like getting married and doing stuff like that, so it was kind of relatable. But can I go back and watch them now? Probably not. I don't know. I mean, I was going to attempt to one time and watch them all again, but I don't know. I don't think I'll find them as funny now at my age as I did back then when it was relatable. It's like so. I mean, they were funny because they were a little relatable. Um, not everything, but uh, you know, you can see that happen to people you knew, and probably did happen to some people you knew. But yeah, the Hangovers. I mean, I did watch all. I didn't watch all three. I watched the first one in theater. Uh, I could be wrong. I think the same day I watched the first Hangover movie, I watched the first Paranormal Activity, and I'm glad I watched the Paranormal Activity movie because I kind of watched the first thing. Oh no, it might not have been that. Don't quote me on that one. But yeah, I watched the first thing on the movie. I was like, I barely laughed through any of it. People were like, "Oh yeah, this is funny. This is funny. This is funny." Not that funny, except for the end credit scene, or not end credit scenes. I guess end credit scenes where they went through all the pictures and stuff like that. I mean, some of that was kind of funny. You don't really remember any lines. I mean, just not like the classic comedies like Ghostbusters, Animal House, Airplane, uh, Caddyshack. It's not one of those movies that, especially The Hangover, it's like there's no like lines you can kind of remember and stuff like that. Tropic Thunder, there's stuff you remember. It's a memorable movie. Like I said, the second time I watched Tropic Thunder, I liked it better the second time than I did the first time. But I mean, even though does have both Jack Black and Ben Stiller, it was still pretty good. I dug it. Um, let's see. Let me do one more plug here. Let me not forget my plugs here. Also, if you're not into or want to learn more about the classic wrestling, I do another live uh, live stream called Wrestling Gold Friday Night, where we talk about the good old days of pro wrestling. When wrestling was real, damn it. That's 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, 5 p.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Saturday morning, and 5 a.m. Saturday morning in India. Oh yeah, meatballs and even I actually like both 48-hour movies. I like the first two Beverly Hills Cop movies. Didn't like the third one so much. I did watch I guess Beverly Hills Cop 4. That was on Netflix. A lot of throwback lines. I kind of I chuckled more about the throwback lines than I did. Uh, Speaking of comedy, know what I want to see? Oh, Terrifier 3. Oh, yeah, that's supposed to be coming out pretty soon, ain't it? God, I mean, okay, if you like your gore and your horror movies, Terrifier movies is the movie for you. I mean, it's more gory than The Hostel. It's a notch above. Yes, it's a notch above the Saw movies. But uh, if you like Terrifier, one of them, oh, it comes out. Okay, yeah, we got to mark that on the calendar. This in a theater. Definitely gonna have to see that one in theater. I think I still have some um what do you call those gift discount things from AMC. I didn't use them all that for Deadpool versus Wolverine. But see how many I can use for Terrifier 3. But yeah, see, I didn't know at the time that clown character came from another horror movie. It was an anthology movie called Hollow's Eve, and that was actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll go to that one because that's I think that no pun intended, that clown and Terrifier is more terrifying than the It Clown. Fuck Steven. Just kidding. You ain't seen it. Okay, you ain't seen the new It movies. Pick one of them, chapter one or chapter two. Just watch that one. If you watch chapter one, don't worry about watching chapter two. They basically rehash everything from chapter or the first one. Now the old, I'm still a fan of the old It movie. It's a TV movie. The other two, yeah, you can see one or the other. Ain't like anything new. I mean, they're grown ups now. That's about it. But speaking of wrestling, though, back to wrestling. Tomorrow night on the Wrestling Gold Friday night, I'm gonna have to. Looks like I'm gonna have to really search and find something. I really want to try to get like Hulk Hogan's heyday, the when WrestleMania or Hulkamania was white hot. So the probably WWF Challenge, WWF Superstars. One of those I'm gonna try to find, and we'll watch them. If not, it might be from like 91, 92, 93. But that's gonna be the watch along tomorrow. Some W. This, I mean, technically, yes. I guess I did do one WWF. That was for the Black Saturday one. But this is, um, you know, did a couple years after, pure 100% WWF show. Haven't really done one except for the Black Saturday. That's it, you know, it is what it was. Just that's just historic. That episode of the WTBS World Championship Wrestling. But anyway, I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's getting past my bedtime. Big day tomorrow. I gotta hurry home. I'll probably do a little bit getting stuff ready for tomorrow night's show. But again, for anybody who's watched it this long, appreciate you folks watching. Like I said, when on these live streams, we'll talk about wrestling, and we're very often talking about movies. We're making plans to see Terrifier 3. Uh, hey, and October's coming up. Sorry, I'm trying to leave here, but I digress. Uh, if anybody knows any good independent horror movies, let me know because that's what I spend my whole October for is watching horror movies when I am home. So uh, I know a couple years ago, Hell House LLC, I dug those. I think they got a new one out. It came out either this early this year or last year. So I'm going. That's one I'm going to check out. I might watch that whole trilogy again. Watch the other one, which I think the other one's like a prequel. So I've really gotten to the point where I just don't like prequels. I think the Solo movie kind of, that was okay. It was okay at best. How the Disney Star Wars bullshit that was okay at best. Um, but um, but yeah, that kind of killed me on it because it's like some prequels. Yeah, it's kind of cool to see like the prequels of the Star Wars. Like you want to see Anakin turn it. What made Anakin turn into Darth Vader? That was pretty good because we didn't really get the full story, but now we got the full story, and uh, it's like I watched that Han Solo movie and a few other prequel movies. I'm sitting there going, okay, they're going through this death-defying thing. I know this character and that character and this character are all going to live through it. Nobody gets hurt. Yeah, there's nothing exciting about this. So that's when I finally was like, okay, I just don't care. Prequel movies, I don't care for. Even though the sequel is Top Gun Maverick, 30 years after the first one, or more, or less, uh, that was actually pretty good. It's not in the big. I like the what was the shit Afterlife, Ghostbusters Afterlife. I thought that was okay. They should have just ended it there. But first Ghostbuster, Ghostbusters movie, classic. Second one, watchable, sort of. I haven't seen the only reason I haven't seen the new one yet because it has Patton Oswalt, Frozen Empire. I heard it was like it's all over the place. Plus, it has Patton Oswalt. He's another one of those I just don't care for. I mean, few of his early stuff, he's playing that this bumbling sidekick or whatever. That's all he is. Like I said, let me get back here. So yep, definitely gonna call it night. Like I said, yeah, the original Star Wars trilogy. Yeah, yeah the Disney movies. They were like, let's see, the Force Awakens. Kind of got feelings I have kind of seen this one before. It was kind of, and the Ben Solo or whatever. His temper tantrums is annoying. It's like then it's like, oh, what's happening here in the second one? They're Force hooking up or whatever the heck what the heck it was supposed to be doing. Who knows? Then the third one, it's like, okay, we get in the ending. It's like, okay, we can fight the ship or whatever. It was just dumb. Then the, the Rise of Skywalker is like, Princess Leia died, Luke died, you know, more Skywalkers. Oh, I guess he's going to identify as a Skywalker. It was just horrible. But the original Star Wars trilogy still up and up best ones. Um, I would actually say if you're just going to watch Star Wars movie, Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and see how Anakin turns to Darth Vader. Then you get that fast forward or whatever to the New Hope and all that. Empire Strikes Back. Then stop after Return of the Jedi. Just stop. Stop. Don't worry about those other ones. Stop right there. Done. You're done. It's kind of like the Indiana Jones movies. There's only, if I ever have, okay, probably won't have grandkids or kids or anything like that at this point. My great nieces and nephews, whatnot, or anybody else's grandkids I might encounter, they say Indiana Jones. I'm like, look, kids, there's only three Indiana Jones. That was Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, and Last Crusade. That's it. Other two, figments or imagination. Now, if you want to go watch the Young Indiana Jones Adventures, whatever you find those, I think those are pretty decent if I remember correctly. But as far as movie wise, stop at The Last Crusade. Those other two, figments of your imagination. Trust me. Trust me. When I say trust me on this one, trust me. Especially when I say don't bother with it, trust me on that one. I like the one wrestling video. But like I said, it's gonna be that bedtime and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate everybody in the chat. Like I say, we go from wrestling, talk about movies, sometimes music. But it's, you know, after wrestling, we just bullshit about anything. But anyway, catch me tomorrow night on Wrestling Gold Friday night. Until next week, folks, have a good one. Take it easy. Hey there, thank you for checking this out. If you enjoyed it, share with friends, drop a like button, leave a comment. Also, be a champ and hit that subscribe button. You can also check me out on social media, Facebook at Ronald Ray, on X or Twitter is RPATRPTV46. Until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.